Hi kids, it's Robin from the clubhouse at the Playhouse. And boy, we sure miss having you here at the Playhouse. So we thought we would bring the clubhouse at the Playhouse into your house.
Oh, wow! Why, hello there, everybody. How's everybody doing? Wow, there sure are a lot of you. Well, hey, as many of you know, my name is Edgar Allan Crow, and I live here in the cuckoo clock at the clubhouse in the Playhouse. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I'm a crow, not a cuckoo bird. What can I say? It's a living. Anyway, hey, in order to get us started, I'm going to shout, "It's time for," and you'll say, "the clubhouse at the Playhouse." So let's try it. It's time for
the clubhouse at the Playhouse.
Wow, that was awesome, everyone. Well, hi, Robin.
Hi, Edgar.
Hey, guess what? There's somebody else back here. There's another one of our clubhouse members. Should I send them out to you?
Yeah, we want to see who's here. Send it out.
Okay. I'll be back in a little bit. I'll let them know to come out.
Okay, bye, Edgar.
Bye.
I can't wait to see who's here. Who do you think it's going to be? Which one of our clubhouse friends?
Hi, everybody.
Pete! Wow, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. It's so good to see you. I tell you what, look how many friends we have out there who want to become members of the clubhouse at the Playhouse.
Okay. You know what? Is it time to take a closer look?
Let's take a closer
Let's
look.
take a closer look and see how many. Wow! I can see all of you.
Oh my gosh, look how many there are.
Amazing. I see you there, yep, and you're in the lap, and the one in the chair. Oh, I love that. I've got that shirt too. Oh, it's good to see you.
Hi, Jack! Oh my gosh, I can't believe they all came to see the clubhouse. I tell you what, we're members of the clubhouse at the Playhouse. How would you like to become a member of the clubhouse?
Oh, yes. Great. I was hoping you would say yes. Well, there are two very important things that you need to learn in order to be clubhouse members. And the first one is the clubhouse pledge.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Cody.
And we are going to teach you our super secret clubhouse pledge. Now, there are 4 lines to the pledge. I'm going to say one line, and then you guys can repeat it after me. And actually, if you're going to do a pledge, you should usually stand up. If you're able to stand up where you're sitting, and we'll raise one arm into the air like this. Okay? Repeat after me. It goes like this. The clubhouse at the Playhouse.
The clubhouse at the Playhouse
Is where we have our fun.
is where we have our fun.
We play, pretend, and laugh.
We play, pretend, and laugh
Until... That's enough. Until our time is done.
Until our time is done.
That was really good. Okay, let's try it all together. Can we do it all together now?
Sure, yep. You want to switch arms? You can switch arms.
There you go. All right, ready?
The clubhouse at the Playhouse is where we have our fun. We play, pretend, and laugh until our time is done. Great job, everybody. Okay, now, stay standing if you were able to stand up, because the next thing we're going to do is the secret handshake at the clubhouse, okay? Now, this is my favorite thing because I minored in handshakes in college, so this is going to be pretty good. So, the first thing we're going to need to do, if you can find a partner, great. We'll show you how you can do it with a partner, but we'll also demonstrate them first so you can do them by yourself. So, the first thing you're going to do, get some space, and you're going to start by going like this. You're going to hold your arms up, and you're going to say, ticky-tacky, nicky-nacky. Okay, let's try that one more time. Ticky-tacky, nicky-nacky. Okay, the next one is kind of, it's a dance like this, okay? So you're gonna go like this. You're gonna say, coochie-coochie-coo. Okay, one more time, ready? Coochie-coochie-coo. Okay, and then the third one is like you're trying to get water off of your fingertips, okay? And you're gonna take a couple steps forward and you're gonna say, hubba, hubba, Roger Dodger. Okay, one more time, ready? Hubba, hubba, Roger Dodger. And the last one is like you're squishing a bug on the sidewalk, okay? You're going to go, ooey, gooey, goo. Okay, one more time. Ready? Ooey, gooey, goo. Okay, everybody ready to do it all together now? All right, if you've got a partner, this is how we're going to do it with a partner. Ready? Ticky-tacky, nicky-nacky, coochie-coochie-coo. Hubba-hubba, Roger Dodger, ooey gooey goo. Great job, everybody. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
That is awesome, and you know what that means.
Now they are all official members of the clubhouse at the Playhouse. That is so great, new friends. And now that you are all members, we can tell you what we do here. We read stories. And every week when you tune in now to the clubhouse at the Playhouse, we'll have a Playhouse member that can read a new story to you. Hey, what's the story going to be this week, Robin?
Hey everyone, it's Maggie, and today we're reading the story of Ferdinand by Munro Leaf. Mr. Leaf and the Penguin Group have given permission for his books to be read for educational purposes, and we thank them for letting us share this story with you. If you like the book, Mr. Leaf has written many more fun stories that you can purchase through a number of publishers and bookstores. Okay, the story of Ferdinand by Munro Leaf. How do all the best stories start? That's right. Once upon a time, in Spain, there was a little bull, and his name was Ferdinand. All the other little bulls he lived with would run and jump and butt their heads together. But not Ferdinand. Do you see him? He liked to sit just quietly and smell the flowers. Look at all those flowers. He had a favorite spot out in the pasture under a cork tree. Do you see the tree? It was his favorite tree, and he would sit in its shade all day and smell the flowers. Sometimes his mother, who was a cow, would worry about him. She was afraid he would be lonesome all by himself. See his mom there? Okay. Why don't you run and play with the other little bulls and skip and butt your head, she would say. But Ferdinand would shake his head. I like it better here, where I can sit just quietly and smell the flowers. His mother saw that he was not lonesome, and because she was an understanding mother, even though she was a cow, she let him just sit there and be happy. As the years went by, Ferdinand grew and grew until he was very big and strong. Look, he's all grown up. Wow. All the other bulls who had grown up with him in the same pasture would fight each other all day. They would butt each other and stick each other with their horns. What they wanted most of all was to be picked to fight at the bullfights in Madrid. Look at all the other bulls. But not Ferdinand. He still liked to sit just quietly under the cork tree and smell the flowers. One day, 5 men came in very funny hats to pick the biggest, fastest, roughest bull to fight in the bullfights in Madrid. All the other bulls ran around snorting and butting, leaping and jumping, so the men would think that they were very, very strong and fierce and pick them. See all the other bulls? What do you think Ferdinand did? Ferdinand knew that they wouldn't pick him, and he didn't care. So he went out to his favorite cork tree to sit down. There he goes. He didn't look where he was sitting, and instead of sitting on the nice cool grass in the shade, he sat on a bumblebee. Look at that bumblebee. Oh my goodness. What do you think's gonna happen? Well, if you were a bumblebee and a bull sat on you, what would you do? You would sting him. And that is just what this bee did to Ferdinand. Uh-oh. Ferdinand got stung by a bumblebee. Wow, did it hurt? Ferdinand jumped with a snort. He ran around puffing and snorting, butting and pawing the ground as if he were crazy. There he goes. The 5 men saw him, and they all shouted with joy. Here was the largest and fiercest bull of all, just the one for the bullfights in Madrid. There he is. So they took him away for the bullfight day in a cart. There's Ferdinand. Off they go. What a day it was. Flags were flying, bands were playing, and all, oop, don't want to miss that picture. There we go. And all the lovely ladies had flowers in their hair. See all the flowers? Beautiful. They had a parade into the bull ring. First came the banderilleros with long, sharp pins with ribbons on them to stick in the bull and make him mad. Do you see them? Pretty cool. Next came the picadores who rode skinny horses, and they had long spears to stick in the bull and make him madder. Oh my. Then came the matador, the proudest of all. He thought he was very handsome and bowed to the ladies. He had a red cape and a sword and was supposed to stick the bull last of all. Do you see the matador's cape and sword? Then came the bull. And you know who that was, don't you? Ferdinand. There he is. Wonder what's going to happen next. They called him Ferdinand the Fierce, and all the banderilleros were afraid of him, and the picadores were afraid of him, and the matador was scared stiff. Uh-oh. They look pretty scared. Ferdinand ran to the middle of the ring, and everyone shouted and clapped because they thought he was going to fight fiercely and butt and snort and stick his horns around. Look at all the people. But not Ferdinand. When he got to the middle of the ring, he saw the flowers in all the lovely ladies' hair, and he just sat down quietly and smelled. Look at Ferdinand. He wouldn't fight and be fierce no matter what they did. He just sat and smelled. And the banderilleros were mad, and the picadores were madder, and the matador was so mad he cried because he couldn't show off with his cape and sword. So they had to take Ferdinand home. Oh, there he goes, back home. And for all I know, he is sitting there still, under his favorite cork tree, smelling the flowers just quietly. He is very happy.
Wow, that was a great book. I bet you can practice retelling the story to your families at home.
Caw, 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 caw. Oh, hey, Robin. Hey, yeah, it certainly was a great story. But hey, when are you going to do a story with a crow in it?
Maybe next time?
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to go back inside. But it was sure good to see everybody. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Edgar. Bye. Thank you for joining us for this week's Clubhouse at the Playhouse. We'll see you next time.